Can I play the game? What up, world? It's your media arts specialist, d.bail, and welcome to the inaugural episode of Play the Game, because that's what we used to ask when we was kids. Mama, Dada, can we play the game? Can we play the game? Can we play the game? We was talking about playing the game. We wasn't just talking about any game. More than likely, you were talking about some of your favorites like that NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, man, home of the original Super Mario Brothers, or maybe it was the Genesis. Maybe the Sega Genesis was more your steez, or maybe you was a fan of that Super Nintendo when it came out, and then later on in your years of being a gamer, you got up on a PlayStation. Then you got a Dreamcast. You know what I'm saying? And then so on and so forth. Sega Saturn. Some of y'all out there, you know, we had all different types of games to keep us entertained. Me personally, though, I was a huge fan of the arcade. Hold on, let me turn down the JXD for a hot second and talk to y'all. You know, I love the arcade, man. It was nothing like being at the arcade. You know, my 12th birthday party, I think, my mother threw the most extravagant birthday party I could imagine. We went to one of my favorite arcade spots somewhere in New York, and we just had a great time with me and all of my old friends, man. It was great. So the arcade was the place to be because you were building a camaraderie with fellow gamers that, you know, was just as passionate about winning and competing as you were, you know. And what you're looking at right now is one of my favorite games of all time. This started off as a Facebook challenge from my brother FDT. Shout out to him. And he wanted me to list my top 10 favorite games. You know, you list one game per day. And I'll be honest with you, I rarely, if ever, do any Facebook challenges. So I told him I'm not good with it. And his disappointment was just palpable. You know, I was like, dang, you know, I disappointed my little brother. And he's just like, man, I just wanted to know from your perspective, because we 10 years apart, you know, what was rocking in your particular generation, you know. So I'm an 80s baby, full disclosure, growing up in the 90s as a, you know, young teenager. And the arcade, like I said, was just an experience that you had to be there for. And this was one of the most extraordinary games that existed. And of course, it was called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, this is actually the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There was another one that was released that was called Turtles in Time, but this is my absolute favorite one. And the good thing I like about this is back in the days, you spent so much money. Your allowance was completely obliterated when you stepped into an arcade. You turning your dollars into coins, and before you know it, you could easily spend $5 to $10 within an hour, depending on how good you were. So if you were nice, you'd be on the sticks for a long time. You'll be rocking out, you know, you make your quarter stretch. And that's the type of gamer I was, especially on something like this. But this was more than likely one of the first games that I would play when I come into an arcade. If anything, it's just kind of a warm-up, because you knew it wasn't the hardest game in the world, but at the same time, it would give you enough of a challenge where, you know, you still be good to go. All right, so like I said, instead of dropping quarters, this is the JXD Mini Arcade. All you have to do is press select, and you hear Aura. That's right, man. Now, I accidentally pressed two-player mode here, and even though Leo and Michelangelo are showing up on the screen, I'm only going to be able to play one of these guys. But I just want to show you how this worked, all right? So, all you got to do is press select. Cowabunga! That's your quarters. You don't need no quarters to play this joint, right? Alright. So here we go. Now, it's been a long time since I played this game. Alright, so I gotta figure out my controls here. Okay, I got my jump, I got my attack. Alright, bam, and then I could do the little swipe. Alright, bet. Let's get it. Alright. Now, one thing about this game that I can honestly say is that the AI on this game is something else. These are not just easy guys that you could just run through. Even the weakest foot soldiers will put up a fight. They'll hold you. They'll punch you. You know, they'll jump on you. They give you a bit of a challenge on this joint. So that's what I loved about it as well. It wasn't just easy to always run through all of them, especially once they start changing colors. Like you see the white joint right there. He got a knife. He keep the hawk with him. So you got to be real cautious with him. All right. So The different colors pretty much signify what type of, you know, strengths they may have. The purple dudes, for the most part, you get rid of them with a little slight chop. Get them up out of here, you know what I'm saying? What can I say about this game? This game made playing with absolute strangers one of the best things of all time, man. Like, you'll never see this kid, whether it be a boy or a girl, ever a day in your life, but you would build such a common bond playing this game. Oh, see that? I'm getting washed. Dude is just putting in some work. You build such a common bond due to this game that if the person that you playing with is alright, and they run out of quarters, and you got a couple extra, you be like, yo, fam, I got you. I got you, fam. Do not resist us. Because this game is best played as a team game. You don't want to play this game by yourself. You're going to need a couple people to hold you down. And when you got all 4 people rocking on this, it's all love. Help me! I used to get so emotional. I got you, April. I got you, April. I was simping through the turtles, y'all. I had to save April. Yo, babe, don't worry. Babe, I got you. I got you. I got you. Look, my man brought out the big artillery. Whoa. I like putting a double action on him. It's that move right there, that swipe right there. Leo was my favorite. You know what I mean? Raphael was probably my second favorite. Because they had swords versus wood, man. Like Donatello and Michelangelo had wood sticks, man. So I'm like, I'd rather hit a cat with a sword than hit him with a wood stick. That's just me, personally. Uh-oh. What's popping? What's popping? That's when you know it's getting real. It's boss time. So at the end of every level, of course, you fight a boss. Say your prayers, Twaddles. He had that super New York accent. This is my man, Rocksteady, I believe. Is this Bebop or Rocksteady? Hit me in the comments. Let me know. I think it's Rocksteady. All right, because it was him and his homeboy. Both of him. They were just of the slow-witted kind. You know, just straight goon, straight muscle, no brains. And this dude. Oh, okay. Oh, he got me. He got me. But I got a little something for him. Pulled out the machine gun on a brother. Oh, is that? There you go. Up out of here. Simple, plain. There go Shredder. Grabbing my lady. April, I promise you, I will not let you down. I will be back. Scene 2. Scene 2. All right. So once again, this is probably one of my favorite games of all time. Who put the lights out? Oh my goodness, come on. Hey, d.bail, come on, get your act together, bro. Yeah, especially playing this with friends and strangers, as I said. Me and my little cousin, we used to get in on this game too. Now, this came out on the consoles, but what I'm playing right now is the arcade version. And I'm rocking out on this JXD. And I like using the joystick, but I just want to show y'all the full screen as best as I could. And the good thing about this is that you can... Shredder talking greasy. Tonight I dine on turtle soup. And of course, April, help me! I wanted to show y'all the full screen. So what I did was I plugged in the USB controllers in the back. See, the JXD comes standard with two remotes that you can plug into the back. 2 controller remotes you can plug in the back. And then you can also plug this into the TV. It has room for HDMI in the back, so you can plug this into the TV and make it accessible for the whole family. So I got washed right there, and I could continue. Yeah, let me continue. Talk a little bit more smack. So I'm going to be going through a number of different games on the JXD that I'm really enjoying right now. Now, this game in particular did not come standard with the JXD. I had to load this in to the 32 gigabyte mini SD card that it comes with. So that's a good thing about this mini arcade machine, is that you can load games into this. All right. And of course, they come standard with a lot of the 90s favorites, such as the Sega Genesis. Super Nintendo was on here, regular Nintendo was on here, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance as well. And then arcade games, and there's even room for some PlayStation 1 classics. Alright, so this is, in no order by the way, one of my top favorite 10 games. Hey, Shorty! April, don't hate. That I enjoy playing. Alright? So let me know in the comments what other games you would like to see me play. And of course, I'm going to do my own thing and play the games that I want to play. But this is d.bail, GrussellMedia.com, and this is Play the Game. Thank you for watching. Peace. Whoa! Look, just jacking me up, just holding a brother that just